In this video, we're gonna talk about my high point of Black Elk Peak in South Dakota. This is the first high point I ever did of the 50 state high points. I just did it because it was close to Mount Rushmore. I was staying in Custer, South Dakota. I guess the locals really like to stick it to the Native Americans when they're naming their towns. And this was Custer State Park. Yeah, it wasn't Sitting Bull State Park. It was Custer State Park. And in Custer State Park is the tallest mountain in South Dakota. Now, I think I took the normal trail, the Route 9, the 7-mile trail, just looking at my watch. The Black Elk Peak is 7,274 feet, and they claim that this peak is the highest mountain east of the Rockies and west of the Pyrenees. I don't know. I mean, I think actually Guadalupe Mountain is east of the Rockies, and I was on that. I think that was my fourth high point. But anyways, it's a tall place. It's bigger than anything you're going to see in the Appalachians. It's a really nice trail, except it took me 3 attempts to climb this really easy trail, a 7-mile trail, well marked, well manicured, because the weather was just so bad in May 2021 when I hiked it, that I kept on getting in rain and hailstorms. And before this point, I didn't really have any good hiking gear. I had done a lot of hiking the previous summer, but pretty much always in good weather, warm weather, and this was kind of my first taste of more northerly weather in May. I failed. So I had to buy more clothes and wait for better weather and wait for when it wasn't a hail or thunderstorm. And I finally got a RV spot in Custer State Park, and I was able to do it this day. Now, Black Elk Peak, it's at its top is the Little Devil's Tower. Now, this observation tower you're not allowed to camp at overnight. They make it very clear everywhere. I think I took the Sylvan Lake trail, round trip distance 7 miles, 2 to 4 hours, elevation gain 1,100 feet. So, I mean, all on balance, that should be a fairly easy hike if the conditions were right. And I left like at 5 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. and got back pretty quickly in 3.5 hours. So that's a pretty good pace, I think overall. And so after this, I ended up meeting my family in Yellowstone and in the Tetons, and we did some climbing there, and we found it. So you should check out our videos about the easy Tetons. And then after that, I ended up going to Mount Rainier, and that was a whole nother drama, which I recommend you check out. Subscribe to the Slowboat Sailing channel. We give you the secrets to crush your outdoor adventure. Bye-bye. So the good thing about Custer State Park is there's a lot of bison there. So if you want to see bison, there's a ton of bison going through there. So I highly recommend just driving through it if you can spare that. Even if you decide you're not going to go up Black Elk Peak, but you're rushing through Mount Rushmore, check, and you haven't seen any bison, go to Custer State Park. It is super cool. So what would be my advice for somebody doing this? Have a hard shell top and hard shell pants for sure in your pack. Of course, bring water, but also try to do this hike really early in the day so you avoid thunderstorms.